Be sure to click the like button, thumbs up. It's on to the right of Jeannie's Designs. Make sure that you click subscribe and click the little bell that tells you when I go live and when I have released content. So I think we're getting ready to go live on YouTube. I'm getting an ad already. There we go. Hi guys, good morning. Hi Karen. It's early for some people. I know, I can't help it. All right, I forgot to go on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember that. It's okay, I just did it. Not a big deal. Hey Teresa, hi Cynthia. Hey Mary. Mary, and it's a gorgeous day here, isn't it? Oh, stunning. That's kind of why I decided to go live early, because I thought, you know, it's a beautiful day. Tony and I might have to, you know, go take the dog somewhere. Hi Deb. Hi Sylvia. Hi Tammy. Hey Denise. Hey Heidi. Good morning, everyone. I got my own coffee this morning. Bless my husband's heart. He's outside already in the yard. You know, sometimes, even though it's nice here, it's good to do all your yard work in the morning. Yeah. I need to turn the fan on. I'm already hot. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee. I think that's part of the problem. There we go. Have a little air movement here in the old sweatshop. All right. So if you didn't see the live yesterday, this is what we're finishing up today. This is the Rayna by Lynn's Handmade. Pardon me. And we're just finishing it up. I'm going to sew this side and bind it, and then we'll turn it right side out. Then we are going to make a matching Barbie leather wallet to match. Yep. All right, let's do this. Let me get my clips. Hi, Mona. Hey, Lori. Good morning, everybody. Barb, we're making the Raina by Lynn's Handmade. I'm making it at the size that she has in the pattern. But I did do a thing yesterday afternoon after we got done. Emporium Threads has the Raina templates. And she has two versions. She has the regular size and she has the 115%. And for each of those, she has the full set or just the curved edge pieces. So I just got the curved edge pieces for the 115%, and it was $29. For templates, if you know anything about templates, that is extremely cheap. So I did it. I pulled the string and got him. I know, Lori, you're probably thinking, Lord, what are we gonna do with that girl? I know, I can't help it. I love this little bag, though. All right, let's see if I can squish it, get it in here, and do my seam. There we go. So you might want to go watch the live yesterday. This isn't, yesterday and today really isn't meant to be a tutorial, because I have tutorials out there for both the Raina and the Barbie leather wallet. So the Barbie leather wallet was named after me by my friend Holly at Purses by Holly. I've linked both of the patterns in the description below. But I think my admins are all over it this morning. Oh my gosh, there's Sarah, Teresa, Mona, Lori. It's a beautiful thing. Hi guys. The Emporium, yeah. Yeah, I've never gotten anything. I've never purchased, I don't think I've ever purchased anything from Emporium Threads. So I'm interested to see. But it was such a reasonable price. I thought, you know, I like the bag enough to buy it. And I really like it at 115%. So, I did it. After I did it, I thought, you know, I really should have waited until good Black Friday, but I thought, I don't mind supporting. Oh gosh. I can't get my my clip off. There we go. You gotta take your clips off so you can actually sew, you know? That would make sense, Barb. Hi, Linda. Linda Lee. Hey, Mary. Is it raining in San Diego? That's an unusual event. Wow. Although it may be rainy season. Is it rainy season there? We definitely have a rainy season. This is not it. We haven't had rain in weeks. Winter is very dry down here. Although it's a perfect time. The weather is gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to grab my corner here. Who would have thunk? I mean, I can tell you, 40 years ago when I was working as a RN and using hemostats for a variety of things, I would have never thunk, never, that I would have been using these in sewing. Never would have crossed my mind. Isn't that funny, the tools that we use? And I always, as a ICU nurse, I always had a couple pairs of these in my pockets. Very handy. I'd always ask my surgical nurse friends, before you threw any of those away after sterilization, would you let me have them? And they said, oh yeah, sure. Because way back then, they threw these away. I think they did that. I don't know if they do that today. But they did that, I think, because they weren't as good. The clip itself wasn't as good. And so the surgeons always wanted new ones. I think that was why. But they didn't use them over. They may do that now. You know, 40 years ago, things are a little different than they are today. Okay. Let me trim that. Hi, Jackie. It's afternoon. All right, I'm just going to trim so that this is all about the same width. Not much, just a little. This side is a little thicker because I have more layers on this side. Let's see. looks pretty good. Not much, a little bit. Look at me trying to hit the trash can. All right, let me grab my winding. Let's burn a few stray threads so they don't poke out. Okay, let's do it. Let's put this on. Hi, Annie. You know, Teresa, you can get the hemostats without, you can get it without this. In fact, somebody sent me some without it. No clicky part. These have the clicky part. I prefer the clicky part, but I like either one. This clicky part is what gets kind of loose. These are so old, but they make them without the clicky part. I don't know where I got those. Someone sent them to me. Let me think about who it was. I bet if you put something in the Facebook group, though, someone will know where to get them without the clicky part. Hi, Marty. You have to get a pair. I don't know where they are. I think a lot of places are selling them now, but I don't know. All right, let's sew those right sides together. And trim that back just a little. I said to myself, now, Barbie, you need to keep your floor clean today. Huh. It's kind of funny. All right, let's put this on and stitch it, and then we'll turn it right side out. Let me put these clips out. You have a quilt show in your neighborhood? Wow. That's going to be nice. So, what are you guys sewing today? It's Friday, so is anybody sewing anything? I didn't get that really tight enough, but I think it's going to make it work. Okay. I'm just putting clips on so that I'm covering my basting stitches, which looks like I got a little carried away with. Oh, you're going to do the Michaela. Okay, perfect. All right, let's do this. I'm going to put this away. and have a sip of coffee. Diane, it's your 55th anniversary. Congratulations. Fabulous. You must have gotten married when you were 10. That's fabulous. All right, let's do this. Let me get my little thingy here. Here we go. Ooh, I see a thread hanging out right here. There we go. No threads. No threads can hang out in my project. So the last thing that we have to do is do our D-ring connectors. And I already have them fairly prepped. I didn't finish them, but I did prep a little. I'll show them to you. I do like how she does these. Oh, Christine, you just finished your chemotherapy and you're going to go do some sewing. Oh, good. Congratulations on finishing that. That is no fun. There's no words for it, really, honestly. But congratulations. Pray it is highly successful. Sewing will help take your mind off whatever it is, you know? Yeah, it's really thick over here for some reason. There we go. Judy, you're going to do the harmonica. Fabulous. You're going to love it. It's a very easy sew, but it is a great little bag. And you can customize it in so many ways. I've made 2 of them. I like it. Now, my friend Ellie, oh my gosh, I missed a ton of it. Oh dear. No worries. That is very bad, Barb. Let's go just fix it. I missed a ton of it. I don't know how in the world that happened. But not the end of the world. Man. Kind of weird. Oh, my needle's up. My needle's in the way. I'm like, why won't it go on there? All right, let's fix it. Let me just go all the way around again. From this side. Weird. I never quite missed it that bad. Yeah, it's really thick over here. No worries. Always be fixed. This is getting caught. Okay. We're almost there. Stinker bag. It sure didn't feel like I was missing this much, but it's okay. No one will ever know. Okay. There you go. You know, I don't know. I think it does. I think it does, Carmela, because it includes everything that's not straight. That's my understanding. I'll let you know when I get them. Since I've never ordered from her, I don't know how quickly she does things. All right, that doesn't look too bad. It does look like that I just went over it again, and that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm okay with that. All right, here we go. Let's turn it right side out. I'm just going to peek in there, see how it looks before I do. It's so cute. It's so small. This size is too small for me. That's why I decided to get the 115% templates. Although this is actually not a bad size for the kids today. The, you know, what do they call them? Millennials? The young generation. It's actually a good size. This is what they wear. Something small like this. They just carry an ID, a few cards, some cash, and their phone. Oh my gosh. How adorable is this? Look how cute that is. Here, let me play it down here so you can see it closer. Look how cute that is. And you have a little zipper pocket in the back. And then on the inside, you have a slip pocket. I love it. All right, let's do the connectors. Very cute. So because I'm using a 3 to 4 ounce leather, I'm just going to use one side. So I drew them on the piece of leather. I am going to top stitch around them, and then I'll cut them out. And I think I'll just do it down, start down here. So a little top stitching, then I'll cut on my line. These are the D-ring connectors. 2 of them. And And this top stitch is just purely decorative to make it look like there's actually two and there's only one. The other thing I am, because this leather is fairly, the temper is soft, a little bit soft, I am going to put a piece of Decaville on the inside here. And I cut 2 pieces of Decaville. It does take a lot of practice, and I would venture to say nobody is perfect at it. It's just practice, practice, practice. I'll just use this piece. So this is just a like 3/4 inch by a 1/2 inch piece, and it's actually 2. Well, let me trim this first. Let me get my fancy scissors. Then I'll add the Decaville. Perfect. Now I'm going to get my leather markings off of there. Get those off sooner rather than later. Okay. Then I'm going to add a piece of Decaville right in the center of my rivet holes. Right there. You will never see it, but it gives that D-ring connector a fair amount of stabilization, really. Hi, Raina. Yeah, it's hard to see curves. You just have to go slow. Sometimes I just go 1 stitch at a time around the curves. Okay, watch, I'm getting ready to go around the curve. Really slow. And the straight edge. Curve. It's not much of a curve, but it is a little. Okay. Then we'll trim this one. And add our Decaville. I absolutely love this leather. Is Lori still on? Or did she go do stuff? Are you still on, Lori? Somebody needs to show Judy's comment. Isn't that funny? YouTube's really kind of cracking down on comments. I can't do it for some reason. There we go. I think Lori disappeared. Okay. You guys, these are the scissors that Tony bought me on Amazon. I didn't even know he was buying them. They just showed up one day and he goes, oh, I just thought you could use another pair of scissors. I'm like, thank you, honey. I love them. I'm getting an ad. Okay, now we're going to add this Decaville in here. Okay, perfect. Stuff everywhere. All right, now what you do is get your D-rings. And we're going to add these just like this here on this straight edge right here. Isn't that perfect? Now, I'm just going to look to make sure I've got it on there straight. And then I'm going to mark my holes. And I'm going to use my hand tool. The threads on the floor were messing with your brain. Now I forget what I was going to ask you. Oh, I know what it was. So, I love this leather so much. And this is the leather that you and I got at Tandy. Let me put the top one on first. There's more online. So I think I'm going to go buy another one. I love it. Oh, dear. I'm losing my hole here. Let's just do one at a time, Barb. There we go. Put the little cap on, and I'm using some of my long rivets that I sell on my website. Oh my gosh. I'm all fumble fingers, guys. Because I'm going through 4 layers. There we go. Of leather. Don't judge me, Lori. Go away, Barb. What's very unsettling, Lori? What's unsettling? What? Go away? She told me, my friend Lori told me to go away. That's disturbing. Okay, there we go. All right, let me do this side, and then we will go press some. Oh, the threads on your floor are disturbing. Okay, I thought you were talking about me. I was very distressed that you were talking about me, your friend. I'm just trying to get this on here nice and even. I know the feeling about the thread, though. No more leather. I can't buy any more leather, even though I love it. Well, that's just rude. That's just rude, Lori. This is a really nice way of doing strap D-ring connectors, I will say. I really like it. It's easy to do. And it looks good, actually. If you can hold on to the tiny rivet caps. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sandra, no chiming in. We will have none of that. None of that. All right, I'm going to go over here and press these. And then we'll attach the strap and we're done with this cutie patootie. Oh, I got to change my guy. Hold on. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Sandra, how are you feeling? Are you recovering? Okay, one more side. Hey, does anybody notice that when I'm using my my rivet press, I'm not getting any squeaking anymore? Did anybody notice that? Do you know why? I'm sure you don't. When I was at the retreat, Danny's husband, Brian, fixed it for me. It doesn't squeak anymore. He fixed it for me. That Brian. Danny, if you ever watch this, he is a gem. All right, so there you go. Look at those. Look how those are connected. I love it. All right, this is done. Oh, you know what? I need to add, I'll add them later. I need to add rivets to my strap, but I can do that later. Oh my gosh. I love this combo so much. Kathy, I went and looked at Jackson Lowe. There was no leather stuff. I didn't see anything in leather. So I did. When you sent that to me last night, I did go look. I didn't see any leather on there. Look, you guys. Isn't that the cutest little bag? I love it. And so you open it up and you have a slip pocket and plenty of room. There's plenty of room for a purse pal, your phone. And then on the back you have a little pocket. I will say this pocket isn't big enough, this size, for the big phones. But if you have a smaller phone, it would fit. Okay. I love this little guy. Somebody is going to get this for a Christmas gift. It's very exciting. All right, let's do the wallet. Here we go. Let's have a little sip. So somebody else go and look at Jackson Lowe and see if you see any leather stuff. I saw nothing in leather. So maybe I missed it. All right, so this is what we're going to make today. The Barbie leather wallet named after me. Love it. All right, so I did a little bit of prep. So here is my piece A. This is for the zipper in the back. And I just put some tape there. So that's piece A. Piece B. Oh dear. I dropped a clip on the floor. Let me get it. See how handy that thing is? It's ridiculous, actually. Let me get all my pieces out of the way. So you have two outside pieces. You have a little pocket extender piece. And then you have piece D and piece C and D. So piece B is the credit card pieces. Now, because this is fairly soft leather, there's no skiving the leather. She doesn't have you skive the leather. You saw did you see the video last night I released on my puppies? Our puppies, we had some junk mail and it fell on the floor and they immediately, you know, puppies picked it up and they had the best time. It was the best use of junk mail I think I've ever seen. I'll put it out on the Jeannie's Designs Facebook group because it's very cute. So, because this is soft leather, I did put a piece of Decaville Light underneath each credit card slot because it's just too floppy. Okay, and then I did go ahead and add my tag on here. I did some tape on here. You have a zipper pocket lining piece. You have two credit card slot pieces. She tells you the exact size. Oh, and make sure when you mark your credit card slot pieces that you pay attention very much. And I already did it wrong this morning. You can see I've got two lines here. Let me pull you down so you can see it better. I measured it wrong, so I had to go back and put another line. Pay attention to that. It's very important. Okay, so that's that. And then for piece C and D, which is the interior portion, this one I actually used wallet lining, adhesive lining. But for today, you can use that. It works beautifully. For today, I'm using this leather that I got on Amazon. It's self-adhesive leather. It's pretty thin. So for C and D, that's what I'm using. We'll see. I've used it before and it was okay. I liked it. And I thought this floppy leather, this soft tempered leather, needed a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. Okay. Let me pull up the pattern here. Because it's been a hot second since I've made this pattern. It's my own pattern, but it's been a while. Let me get here. Okay. All right. So the first thing that you want to do, and this is actually a very important step, grab a credit card and make sure that your card slots are wide enough. And they are. Yep, they're perfect. Yep, okay. Very important step. Now, take one of your, let me get this stuff out of the way. Take one of your card slot pieces, and on the back, you're going to take the paper off the tape under the first card slot. And we're going to fold this down where you did your first mark. So just like this. And we're going to add it just under that card slot. Nice and even. I'm just looking for my hole there. Well, Barb, come on. It's hard to see it for me. and get it pretty even on each side. That's pretty good. Okay, so just like that. Then turn it over and we're going to top stitch underneath that first card slot. And I am going to decrease my stitch length just to a 4. And I am back stitching just 1. Okay. And the goal here is to make sure that you caught that, and I did not. So I get to put another row. That's all right. It happens. You want to make sure you catch that card slot material. And if you have to do another row of stitches, that's absolutely fine. So let me show you why I did that. So that's what it looks like on the back. And this first row, I didn't catch my card slot material. 2 rows of stitches. I'm absolutely fine with that. It matches so well. Okay. Then this next line, we're going to fold at that next line and take that up underneath the second card slot. And I'm going to try and get a little closer to my slit so I'm sure I catch it. There we go. Okay. Now, I recommend you do this. Check your slot. Yes, it's perfect. Turn that over and top stitch under that second card slot. Now, because I did 2 rows of stitches on the bottom one, I don't think that requires me to do 2 on this one, and I don't intend to. I caught it. So, you see what I mean? I caught it there. I'm not going to do a second row. It's going to be a decorative. I will do a second row on this end. All right, let's do the third one. Let's do the third. Take the tape off under the top card slot. Fold that up. And lay that nice and even. Test the second card slot. Perfect. And stitch under the third card, or the top. I call it the top one. Okay. Hopefully I caught it. We'll see. I did. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to have threads all over the floor. It's very disappointing. All right, then take the remaining piece and bring that up to the top. And test your card slots. Yeah, Weaver Leather Supply has tons of leather. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to do 1 little row of stitching across the top to secure that card slot material. This piece, this stitch won't be seen. It'll be under the clasp. Okay, so there's that side, and you have 3 card slots. It's beautiful. Let me just burn my little threads. All right, and we're going to repeat that on this side. So on the bottom card slot, take the tape off and fold your piece down. It's going to be easier for me to do it from this side so I can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to again do 2 rows of stitches because I did on the other side. Whether I need it or not, I'm going to, just for consistency, turn it over and do 2 rows of stitches for me. If you catch it, you only need to do 1. And I barely caught it, so it's a good thing, I guess. Oh, God. Perfect. Okay. Take the tape off under the second card slot. This part is pretty easy. Fold up your card slot material and add it here. Perfect. Turn it right side over, stitch it. And I caught it. And do that on the third card slot. Fold that up. And repeat. Pretty easy, really. And I caught it. Good. So that's what I mean when I say I caught my card slot material. Okay. Take the top off, the tape off the top, fold that up. And stitch that down, 1/8 of an inch. All right, beauteous. Now let's just test our slots on both sides. Perfect. 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 Okay. I'm very happy with that. Let me just burn these little ends here. Do not, if you're using my card slot material, because I do sell it on my website, just make sure that your flame doesn't get near it because it will melt it like crazy. Okay. Next step. So that piece is done. Now we're going to do the other side with the zipper, the back. And I do have my zipper. It's the tiniest little zipper ever. And she tells you the measurement of the zipper. And then you fold those ends down to make it just like that. Take your lining material, and I just put a piece of tape. If your lining material has a direction, this is the bottom. And we're going to add that right side up, centered on that piece. I mean, it's the tiniest little guy. Look how tiny that zipper is. That's all you need. All right, and then we're going to stitch across that, just baste it in place at the seam allowance in the pattern. There is a seam. It's not really basting. Close. Okay. The leather is gorgeous. That's exactly what thank you, Annie. Yeah. Yes, these are refillable lighters. See, I've had these lighters. I bet I've had these. This one's about done because it's cracked on the bottom. But yeah, I just refilled this one actually. It comes in a 5 or 6 pack. I've had these for 2 or 3 years. And I still have some brand new ones I haven't even used. And then I'm gonna put another little piece of tape here. I got them on Amazon. Oh gosh, I don't remember the brand. I could look it up. I'll post it in the group, but they're refillable. Now I'm going to put some tape right here. I hear the puppies barking. Tony must be out there playing with them. I don't know the brand. Let me see. It's a Nav Peak. This is the refill. And all you do, take this off. Yeah, see, there we go. And you just push that in there, and it's filling as we speak. Yeah, my thing is coming apart right there. That's not good. Let me put a piece of tape on it. This one's about done. It is about done, but I'm going to try and use it until it's out of liquid. There we go. Okay. That's a brand of the lighters too, I believe. 5 or 6, refillable. Just know that it's anything like this is not returnable because it's got lighter fluid in it. Not that you'd want to, but now we're going to fold this over the amount she tells you in the pattern. Just like that. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. Now we're going to grab our piece and our little tiny piece of what's it called? Pocket extender. You know what I like about them? This part doesn't hurt my thumb. You know, some of them have that ridge stuff. I don't like those. I'm a wussy. All right, so on here, on this side of this long slit, we're going to take the tape off. And we're going to put this right sides down. I'm going to have to remove this tape just a little. Right side down. Oh, I'm using ripstop. So there's no right, but just up like this. She gives really good directions. Okay. Then we're going to take our piece and we're going to lay that right side down. Oh, I have my little zipper pull is way too big. And I'm actually going to take this tape off too. And I'm going to do it right from the front so I can see what I'm doing. And you just want to center your zipper in there. Okay, just like that. That's what it looks like. And this is what it looks like from the back. The one thing that I will caution you is you want to make sure on this end over here you have enough. And I'm going to come over just a hair more so that when you do your top stitching, it catches over there. And I'll show you why here in a second, because it's happened to me. Let me get my zipper pull out of there. There we go. Yeah. Because if you don't catch the end of your zipper here, when you open and close your zipper pull will just come off. So you have to have enough zipper tape back here to make sure you're catching it. Now, turn it back over. Fold this out of the way, and we're going to add a little tape right here. I might have to go get the puppies and show you the puppies. And we're going to put a little piece of tape right on that extender piece, just like that. And we're going to take our lining piece. If I can get the paper off the tape. And we're going to fold that over just a little. Oh, you know what? I don't think Tony's out there. They're barking like crazy. Poor babies. Okay. So this is what you have. This is what it looks like on the front. And on the back, that's what it looks like. That extender piece is folded out. And we're going to stitch. Oh, do you hear them? It's pathetic, isn't it? You're going to stitch across the bottom and down the side. You guys are going to have to hold on. Teresa, Lori, entertain everybody for just a minute. I think they need to go out. And Tony's outside. He's not hearing him. So hold on. He's got him. Oh gosh, they're just noisy this morning. Very noisy. All right, so let's stitch up this side on the inside. Let me make sure I'm doing it right. Yep. On the inside and then across the bottom. Man, they're noisy little pumpkins. Now here's something that I do different. Hold please. It's Ruby barking because her sister's outside being walked and doing her business. We have to do them one at a time or we get nothing accomplished. So Ruby's out there just having a bit of a fit. Here's something that I do different than the pattern. I will fold this over as I stitch this because otherwise I don't like how it comes and is visible. So you'll see in just a second. So let's do that. Very jealous if one's getting attention and the other isn't. Poor things. Okay, here we go. just across the bottom. And you want to just go an 1/8 inch past the end. Oh my goodness. She is fit to be tied. Little stinker. Okay. Perfect. So this is why I do that. So that when I open this, you don't really see much of this. You'll get the same effect. I think it works better for me. All right, now we are going to, let me make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah. We're gonna take the tape off this side. This part actually really takes a little practice. So don't be too hard on yourself. The first couple that I did, I didn't like how they came out, but then I got pretty good at it. Okay. So let me show you what I was talking about, because this is a little, right here, if you don't stitch that, it shows, and I don't really like that. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now we're going to add a little more tape up here at the top. And we're going to pull our lining piece up. Just like this. Okay. And then we're going to stitch up this side and across the top and back down. And across the top. Really helps to have a zipper put on for this. And then down the side. This is where it's critical that you catch that zipper. And we're going to go make sure we did. We're going to peek inside there. Yep, we did. Okay, good. Okay. And if you didn't, the one thing that you can do, and I did it on this one, I did another row of stitches right there to make sure that when I open and close, my zipper pull isn't going to fly off. Because it will. It will. All right, so there you have it. Now we're going to close this side of our little pocket. Just lift that up and stitch that closed. I don't carry these zipper pulls. I don't even remember where I got them. The little hearts. I think I got them at my Handmade Space, actually. Long time ago. So now you have the cutest little zipper pocket with a little extender. Absolutely adorable. And that is open, so I'm just going to close that real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got them at my Handmade Space. Number 3. This is number 3. I didn't say that, did I? Number 3 zipper and zipper pull. You can use a number 5. Let me see what I used on this one. But number 3 works a heck of a lot better. Number 5 is just a little too big, but it works. I've done it. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's better. You actually have a fair amount of space in there. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Next step. That's the hardest part of the whole thing. Now, in the pattern, she talks about, and I normally do this, but I don't really want to. Maybe I will. Let's just do this. Put a little piece of tape to keep your credit card slots flat. Just like that. She does talk about that. All right, so now we're going to take our pieces C and D, and these are both different sizes, just so you know, so you can't really mistake them. And I always just go, oh, okay, that's that one, and this is this one. So we are going to add these. And I'm using this self-adhesive leather. It's not very expensive. It's on Amazon. I think the black is the what is leather. There are other colors, but I don't think it's all leather. This is leather. I haven't bought it in a while. And you just want to get it on there nice and even. And if you have a roller, roll it. So it gets a good, adheres pretty good. And I have a little hangover here at the bottom. Not a big deal. I'll just trim that off. It's very sticky, so just be aware. Very sticky. Okay, so there's that one. It's very thin, which is nice. Oh, Wonderground is selling these now? Oh, cool. Murphy came running looking for the puppies. Oh my gosh, Teresa, that is funny. All right, let's put this one on. And you notice I'm just doing it one little side at a time because if I don't, this adhesive will stick to the leather and pull a lot of the foo-foo up off the leather. And I don't want that. So I'm just taking my time. Perfect. I haven't used this in a while. I actually like it. It's thicker than the wallet lining, you know, which is nice. Oh my, that fit perfect. Okay. I love it. Now, let me see what I'm supposed to do next. Okay, so lay your pieces like this. Rainbow seam roller, $27.99. Huh. Is it just like those other ones that I have? That one I got at, I forget the name of it, but let me take a sip of coffee. What time is it? Okay. Lay them like this, and we're going to, on the right side of our card slot, we're going to do a false stitch. And on the left side of our zipper, we're going to do a false stitch. So, over here and over here, we're going to do a stitch, because that's going to become our slip pocket for our cash. I'm almost done. I hope I don't run out of bobbin. I don't have another bobbin. So there we go. That's what it looks like. And on this side, we're going to do it on the right side. Okay. Let me clean up my little threads just a little. You don't really have to worry about them. They're going to be underneath the purse clasp, but okay. So there's that. That's what you should have. That's what it looks like. False stitch, false stitch. Okay, now on this piece, on the side without the long slit, you should have 2 marks from the pattern piece. Make sure those are marked, because now we are going to add these together just like this. Okay. Let me make sure. It's been a hot minute. Yep. And we're going to clip these on the unstitched side. You will have some hangover here. And we're going to do one side at a time down to that mark. So we're going to start from here up and down, and then we're going to pull this side, because you can see it doesn't match. We're going to pull this to the top and do the same thing. Okay, let's do it. Oh, please, let me have enough bobbin. Just to get done, I just have a few more stitches to do. Okay, and then down that side. To that mark. And then back stitch. Pretty good. Okay. because you're going to leave a hole there. I'll show you. There's a hole here so that when you fold it up, you have room to put things. Okay. Now, we're going to pull this to the top up here and clip it and repeat that whole process. That is what gives us that hole in the side so that when it's folded, you have plenty of room. So just like that, you see that? This is where I'm going to start up and across. Okay. And I always do it from the front. I want to make sure that on the front or the outside that it looks good. So. Just take your time. And we're almost done. It's ready to put the purse clasp on. Okay. Love it. This is going to make the nicest set for a Christmas gift. All right, now I am going to do, a little bit of trimming with my big daddy scissors. There's a little hangover here, which is not important because that's going to be under the purse clasp. Yeah. But right here, there's a little bit of a hangover. Perfect. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is stunning. All right, let me get my gold purse clasp. And as my friend Lori says, let's dry fit it. I may have to pound my leather a little bit. I bet I do. Yep. Okay, gonna be a little pounding, guys. Have to pound. The puppies are probably going, what is that noise? And you may have to work it, depending on the thickness of your leather, you may have to work it a little bit. And I'm going to have to use my hammer. There we go. Yeah, it's very tight. And so if it's too tight, open it up just a little. Don't be afraid. Just be careful that you're not bending it. Girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. There we go. There we go, there we go, she says. There we go. Yeah, this leather is pretty thick. Mm-hmm. Work it, girl. Work it. Yeah, it would work with vinyl. Oops, which side am I doing? Is this the right side? Yeah, this is the front. Okay. Yeah, it would work with vinyl. It's a designed for leather, but I haven't done it in vinyl, but I think you could. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, let me try the other side. Yeah. My leather is pretty thick. Pretty thick. So I think if I was going to do this next time with this leather, I would skive these ends a little bit, because this is it's a struggle, and I don't, you know me, I'm not in this bag making world for a struggle. Yeah. It's gonna fit. We're gonna make it work one way or another. Oh, I didn't pound this side, did I? I'm just laughing at myself. There we go. Perfect. This side's gone on. Okay. Let's get that on there. Actually, let me widen this part right here. You'll be able to see, it's not really bending it, it's just opening it up just ever so slightly. Perfect. Quickly put your screws in. That's what I say. It's really thick right there for some reason. dogs are probably going, what in the world are you doing? It's because there's little screws in there for this piece. Giving me a little fit there. It's okay. This is good teaching right here, because it's going to happen to you. Some point. I just want to make sure, you know, I'm giving this as a gift. I just want to make sure that it's in there. There we go. Goodness gracious alive. The struggle is really, guys. Let me get my screws. Now, normally I would put glue, but I'm not taking that thing off. The screws will hold it good enough. Okay. It's screwing into leather, so, and it's very thick, so it's going to be perfect. Then I'll show you what I do. Because I open the ends just a hair to get it in there. Yeah, I know. I like the tightness, but it's a little too tight. Oh dear. I dropped a screw. I'll get it later. Okay, perfect. Okay, now this side is not going to defeat me either. But the problem is I have to get it on there and cut my hole. So we have to get it on some and take it off. It's a bummer. There we go. Perfect. Let's make our hole. And take it off, unfortunately. Now, we do have a new tool that Lori and I found. Actually, somebody that made some of these, a bunch of these, found this tool. Let me get my acrylic here. So here it is. Lori, can you link it for people? I can't remember the name of it. It's a 5 by 16 millimeter Wuta. I think it was $10. So let's see how it does. I think it's going to be perfect though. I haven't used it yet. Yeah, it's a little too thick for the, this leather is a little too thick. So we're going to just do it the old-fashioned way. How about that? I mean, it got it, but barely. I think I've made enough pounding noise for today. Wouldn't you guys agree? It's taking an army of tools to do this. So that got the majority of it. I just needed to finish it with my scissors. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I am going to do a little stitch there. Look at this, guys. I have tools everywhere. Tools everywhere. I'm going to do a little stitch right here. Otherwise, it'll never stay. It'll get caught, and then it'll be a nightmare for me, and I'm not doing it. Okay. All right, let's do a little more banging for good measure. I'm starting to really crack myself up. Oh my. It's gonna go. I can feel it. It's thinking about it. It's going. Let me make this side a little bigger. Oh, for heaven's sakes. This is the side that for some reason doesn't want to go. But we're getting it. Okay. Nobody breathe. I think we got it. We got it. A little persistence, many tools of all kinds. And it pays off. Hey, Brenna. You guys, my little Maggie, Brenna's daughter, is 7 months old. It's hard to believe. Hard to believe. One more screw, guys, and we are done. Let's just hand tighten those. Okay. Let me put my tools away. change the camera angle up here. All right. Oh, I need to wipe off this, my marks here. And take off the plastic. Always leave the plastic on until you're done. What did somebody say? Jan, and placing Tandy's 6x6 granite under. Yes, I actually have a piece of granite that I always forget to use. So there is that. There we go. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Oh my gosh. That is about as cute as it comes. You have a cute little zipper pocket here, which there's a tiny bitty thread right there. Can't have that. Which has a little pocket extender and a peek of your pretty fabric. Open it up and you have 3 credit card slots, 3 more, and a cash slot. I love it. I'm gonna have to work with this. For some reason it's giving me fits there. Oh, you know what? Let's pound it a little bit. Let's cover it with something here and pound it back. Because I opened it a little bit and it's not perfectly aligned. Well, there we go. I'll work with that a little bit. I think I just need to straighten it back up. That better be it. All right, where's my bag? Oh, you guys. This is so cute. And it fits in there perfectly. Look at that. I love it. The Rayna and the Barbie leather wallet. Absolutely adorable. This is going to make a very nice Christmas present for someone very special. That's it, guys. This is going to drive me crazy until I fix that, but I will fix it. It's better since I pounded it, so I just got to pound it a little more. That's it, guys. The Raina and the Barbie leather wallet, a matching set. Isn't that just the cutest little thing? I just love it. Oh my gosh. Isn't that going to be a nice little gift for somebody in their late 20s and 30s? They're going to love it. They are actually going to love it. I think I will actually put just some base coat on here just to seal the leather on here. So it doesn't really fray, but it gets some little bitty foo-foos, you know. And I don't want that. So I think I'm just going to put a little tiny base coat on there. That'll take care of that. I'll add some rivets here. Thanks for watching, guys. What time is it? 11:45, so an hour and 45 minutes to finish. Not too bad. Not too bad. This leather is stunning. Yeah. Gorgeous. Did you find the link, Lori? I didn't even notice. I'll put it in the description below. I think it is a helpful tool, but this leather is extremely thick. So, and I don't know that it's a good judge of this tool that it didn't go through. And I didn't want to do like 10 hours of pounding either. Jan's going to Tandy. Where do you live, Jan? Are you not going to my Tandy, are you? Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. A great Friday night. Go do something fun. Make somebody else smile. And thanks for being here for me. If you haven't registered, please register for our big 10,000 subscribers celebration next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The registration is free. It's just on my website. If you just go to my website and type in registration, you'll get there. I will be closing the registration on Tuesday evening so I can get the wheel and everything ready for all the drawings. Make sure you register. And you have to be present to win. Just saying, you have to be present to win. Okay, Jan, you live in Canada. Okay. Good.